Hello, beautiful Aries gang. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. If you are watching this tarot reading, you probably resonate with the sign of Aries in some way. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You might be a cross watcher. If that's the case, you're welcome here too. Happy to have everyone. Thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new, I do general readings here on YouTube. That means not everything I say will resonate with every single Aries out there. Do know that in advance. That's completely normal. Pieces and parts of this reading will very likely resonate. I hope lots and lots of it does, but if it doesn't, do have faith it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. And also know that something may resonate for you in a few days from now, in a few weeks. Frequently, that is how tarot works, okay? So that's my little spiel. Never take on any energy or message that feels strange or foreign. You will always be in the driver's seat of your own life. You are accountable for all decisions. Yeah, that's my spiel. So hopefully let's get you some fun messages in love. This is going to be the person you're thinking about. So this is an energy check, a temperature check, if you will. If you don't have someone in mind, this might not be your message, or again, it may resonate later down the line for you when you are thinking of a specific person. Everything else about this reading will be down in the description box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com, all that good stuff. Check that out if you're interested, if you want to book a personal, information down below. And that's about it. We're going to hop in. All right, beautiful Aries gang. Let me just check out your bottom of the decks here. Seven of Swords. What's that about? Discovering something that you didn't know to be true, or discovering it was like a surprise, the results, but it wasn't what you were anticipating or expecting. And it may involve third-party situations. You have Two of Pentacles twice. This may involve some sort of obstacle that you were trying to break through. Or it could be that your person had told you that they had broken up with someone and were entertaining the idea of dating you, but then come to find out it wasn't completely severed. There was still an attached bond there or something like that. This may also relate to you, Aries. You may have decided, that's it, I'm done with this person, never again. And then lo and behold, you're back in their life fooling around a little bit. So interesting. It may involve a Capricorn or an Aquarius. It certainly doesn't have to. Let's hop in and see what your actual cards say. So your person potentially coming into your spread here, they're coming in as the Magician, so they are potentially have strong Gemini or Virgo in their chart. They certainly don't have to. They are trying to manifest either a beginning or a new beginning with you. Something about this scenario may also involve a Pisces or a school teacher, I'm being called to say. Very interesting. If you are dealing with a water sign of any kind, or really any sign, it doesn't matter, there is like a almost like a psychic connection to you. They at least see you and dream about you a lot. And they are wanting to communicate with you. In fact, they're planning some sort of communication. So they may have done that thing where like they write out a text and then they delete it and they're trying to rephrase it better because they really want to sway the jury, I'm hearing. So maybe some of you are involved in a court case with this person. I don't know. But no, I mean, for most of you, in terms of like sway the jury, they want to persuade you to be with them or persuade you to take them back. They're trying to formulate just the right words for it. And I'm not saying they're doing like voodoo type magic, but there is something about working with the elements, like crystal ball, crystal work, using different kind of witchy concoctions and potions and things of that sort, is sort of coming through. I don't think it's malicious. I don't really see that here. But they're very determined to win you. They're very determined to make their intentions known, and it's like they really want to get the biggest bang for their buck in terms of the communication they send out. They want it to pack a lot of heat. They want it to be very magical and kind of zesty. So if you're dealing with someone who is committed, and that storyline was coming through, if they were married or they divorced and separated, but then they kind of got back together, they still dream about wandering off and experiencing what life would be like with you. Again, I'm being called to say a Pisces. Yeah, they are stuck in a false comfort zone with a person. Again, potentially a Capricorn. It could involve a Capricorn, or this could be a Capricorn. It's very likely somebody that this person shares a home with, or this person they're kind of stuck with someone right now, but they do dream about being with you, but it sort of feels like they can't make a decision who to be with. They might be overly attached to the sex or like the sexual relationship with someone, but they're not willing to detach from the relationship entirely yet. It's like they're all twisted and turned. They don't know exactly they don't know who to trust, or they don't know, I think it's you don't know who to trust, quite frankly. They don't know who they want to commit to. They don't know who they want to, yeah, it really is commit. They might be more excited about the idea of like being single. Just heard single and ready to mingle. That's funny. Being single and being able to drift in and out of people's lifestyle or lives. I think they like that lifestyle. It's like I think they have a fear of commitment, and when things get too real, things get dodgier. They start acting more cold or whatever. But the thing is, I do sense that there's someone that they're sort of committed to. That's kind of what I get. You might be dealing with a male air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're going to continue to flirt with you, but they're also going to continue to pull back and go dark on you for days at a time. It's in and out. There's a very fun, warm, flirtatious vibe coming from them. That's what they want to offer you because it's playful, it's innocent, it's not too serious. They're very curious about you. They're very intrigued by you. Again, very flirtatious. But when it comes down to making a long-term commitment, I want to say they're flighty. They're in and out, and for some of them, it's because there's a pending divorce in their life, but it doesn't necessarily involve you. In fact, I think you're kind of the third party in this currently. But to be fair, your person is giving you the indication that things are done, and I'm not married, and I'm not necessarily saying they're still married, but they haven't completely severed off from the person you thought they had. You might also be dealing with a Gemini, or something about the scenario may involve a twin. I don't know if you're literally a twin Aries, or if somebody in this scenario may have a twin or someone who looks very similar to them. That's their rock, that's their support system. So again, if that's your message, you will know. But so let's see, in your thoughts, in your thoughts, you know that it's not the right time for this, and you know that, but I think there is a sexual attraction that you're not willing to give up. You may actually be putting more pressure on your person to break it off with their third party, or whoever the other person is besides you and your person, Aries. You're wanting them to make the cut, to make the sever, and to move on with you, but the thing is, they may have told you that they have done that, but they haven't. You did have the quote liar, cheater, thief come up. So I gotta be honest, some of you are dealing with someone who's a little bit sneaky, who isn't forward with the truth, and it's actually creating more chaos in the relationship. Yeah, I think a lot of you are waiting for your moment you're waiting for your moment. Potentially a Leo is involved here, where it's just you and them, but it continues to be third party situation. It could even be that they got rid of their old person, then they went with you, and now there's another there's a lot of people coming up in this spread. And someone's wearing a false mask. Someone's dressing up. It's about the illusion and the disguise of how it really looks. And it's Ten of Swords for you. Logically, you know that there's an ending here. Logically, you know that it's like, damn, I'll get him next time, because it's like the outlook isn't so good, and like the Magic 8-Ball outlook not so good. You know this. That's not a surprise, but it doesn't mean that you are willing to accept it, and that's very normal, right? And especially when you feel that warmth, you feel that magnetic attraction, the sexual attraction to potentially your male air sign. It doesn't have to be, but for a lot of you, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you know it's ending, and yet you're in a sexual pun, it's like you're riding it out because you don't want it to end. You don't want to accept the truth, and I don't mean to offend by any means, Aries. If it's not your story, don't take the message, but it's almost like the illusion of it. It's more fun to pretend that it could be than to actually kind of, I don't know if it's swallow your pride or whatever it is. No, that's not the right word. Step into your power and kind of recognize, yeah, this isn't what I want it to be, and so it's almost like I'm going to be optimistic that there's something better out there for me. A lot of you don't want to detach from something because it's like, well, it's not bad, it's just not ideal, but you're settling, essentially, right? Four of Pentacles, complacency, the comfort zone, a little bit, right? So let's see, in your heart though, you do want more. You do want the wish fulfillment. Something about a Pisces is coming through. I'm not sure if you know who this Pisces is yet. If it's not your current person, Aries, there may be a Pisces interested in you that's wanting to come in. Something about, sorry, did my camera freeze here? Something about someone's fingers is particularly important. I don't mean to make that a sexual thing, though it might be, but what I'm getting at is you notice somebody's hands. I don't know if you like the way their hands look, or maybe you can't help but notice that they're married. Maybe you can't help but notice there's a ring, or I don't know, male, female, whatever. Something about their manicure, their pedicure, their jewelry, their nail polish color, their tattoo. Something about the hand is important. And I'm not too sure what to say about that other than it came out with 10 of Cups. So for a lot of you, marriage, 10 of Cups tends to be the fairy tale ending, generational, grandkids, parents, kids, grandbabies. So that's sort of what I'm thinking, is that your wish fulfillment with 9 of Wands next to it, it may actually be saying your wish fulfillment is blocked because the one you're wishing the fairy tale ending with already has a commitment, already has a wife, already has a husband, already has a partner. But you're really having trouble detaching from it. Your action card is asking you to step into the light, to be the bigger person, to recognize that you may be giving away. It's almost like I'm sort of hearing like your spiritual side, your spirituality. You may be undermining that, or it's like this is so dumb, but like it's like giving the milk away for free, or what is that expression? Like, don't buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. That's what I'm getting. It's like, yes, it's good, and there's a connection here, but are they really treating you like the one? For most of you, that's not the case, and it's not to say it could never be, because this person does fantasize about walking away from their commitment and going towards you, but they're not doing it. They're not taking action to do that, and so I guess universe is asking you to quite literally stop and think about it. Are they ever going to change the tune of their song? Again, a card of Pisces. This is layered with Piscean energy. It's almost like this, I never am trying to like imply that you should be playing games with people, but it's almost like when you decide to pull back your energy and you don't cater to their every sexual need and desire. It's pretty steamy cards, by the way. Your person may be more apt to be like, oh, they're serious about this now, so if I actually want to move forward with them, it's like I have to shape up. I have to start making offers that are real. It's like going from the page status, page of sexuality, right, fire, to Page of Cups, where there's a little, or I'm sorry, Knight of Cups, where there's a little bit more love coming through, right? It's almost saying remove yourself from the situation. This is your card, Aries, by the way, for the time being, because you know you got it. You're like the little sexual diva over here, right? Or male, right? Whatever. You're very alluring. You're very attractive. You're a sexual dynamo, I heard. But you also have great characteristics, too. That's what it's saying. It's not primarily about sex. It's also about recognizing yourself as like a valuable human being, right? So, I mean, ultimately, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but the universe is saying they could be doing better in terms of giving you more. And maybe by pulling back a little bit and being like, it sounds so dumb, but like, do you want me or not? Your person may finally decide to sever something that they couldn't before, because the fear of losing you becomes real. That's what it is. There was never any stakes for this person. It was empty threats of, are you going to leave your wife? Are you going to leave your person? But there was never any threat. It was like, oh, well, you know, it's casual. They're cool with it. We're just going to whatever. But if you want long-term commitment, you sort of need to draw the line in the sand with this person. Excuse me. Will this person cut it off with someone else other than Aries, or whoever has the third person? For most of you, I think it's your person, though. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that's you. I think your person will probably end up choosing you, but it may not happen instantly. For a lot of you, there's a pending divorce has to do with this, a severing of something that is... It's very tight. If this person is married, it's like their husband or their wife have very tight reins on them. It's very tightly controlled, but they're exhausted. They're like gasping for breath because they're trying to get away from something that's keeping them stuck, but it's uncomfortable, right? They do dream of venturing out, but they may have motivation issues. They may have self-confidence issues. They may have, child support payments, alimony, something that it's like it's keeping them weighted. It's keeping them heavily involved in this past relationship. But in terms of their action, you came out, Queen of Wands. So, but that's what I mean. The Queen of Wands steps back and she's like, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to chase you. Either you come to me or that's that. When you start to do that, and it's something about peeling the layers back, this person realizes what they have with you is actually more precious than they thought. And the actual fear of losing it, the illusion of losing it, it has something to do with the tangibility of saying, no, that's it, and sticking to your word. Not being a doormat or not being like, well, okay. Like, if you want commitments from this person, it's like something has to change. And for a lot of you, what has to change is this person is married and needs to get a divorce. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, do you stand a chance at this? Yeah, 2 of Cups. Chariot, something about a Cancer might be important. Something about travel, pending travel, or especially in Cancer season, which is almost over. This person may cancel a trip to come spend more time with you, Aries. In which case, that would be a beautiful time for you to actually have a very heavy conversation that will allow them to think. That will put them in a place of, hey, listen, this is fun and I really enjoy it, but I deserve better and you're kind of married, so ... Put them in a position where they do have to think. And yes, it will probably be a little bit uncomfortable, but you are Aries, you are the ram. Don't be afraid to stick your head in there and really speak your peace of mind. That's not usually a problem for you, is it, Aries? All right. Okay, some of you, for those who don't relate to this message, I'm going to pull some last other ones. Some of you are waiting on something. What are you waiting on? You're waiting on an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very likely a Capricorn. 2 of Cups, Capricorn from the past or someone you view as your soulmate. You're going to be waiting a little bit longer, but the cards are very positive. Yeah, it's a Capricorn. If you're waiting on a Capricorn, you're good. You're going to hear from them eventually. There is love there. You have several cards indicating overflowing amounts of love. It could also be with another earth sign, but again, it's very slow moving. There's 6 of Cups, there's 2 of Cups, and there's 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is not its typical like boredom, complacency. If anything, it's the frustration of waiting for them to come in. But yeah, something with a Capricorn looks very positive and could potentially stand the test of time. So be patient. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Aries.